Good evening. This is All India Radio. I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Nishit Kumar with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says pride in heritage and development are two pillars for Viksit Bharat, lays foundation stone of road and ropeway projects of more than 3,400 crore rupees in Uttarakhand. Prime Minister lauds the police forces and their contribution in upholding law and order. Home Minister Amit Shah calls for concerted efforts to fight terrorism globally. Enforcement Directorate carries out searches at 5 premises in Bangalore in connection with the Chinese loan app case. Pakistan Election Commission disqualifies former Prime Minister Imran Khan from holding public office for 5 years. In T20 World Cup, two-time champions West Indies knocked out by Ireland. And in Denmark Open Badminton, Lakshya Sen to take on Kodai Naroka of Japan in the men's singles quarterfinals at Odense. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the two pillars for developed India of the 21st century are pride in a heritage and making all possible efforts for development for all. He was speaking after laying the foundation stone of road and ropeway projects worth more than 3,400 crore rupees in Mana, Uttarakhand today. The two ropeway projects are Gauri Kund to Kedarnath and Govind Ghat to Hemkund Sahib, and road widening projects worth around 1,000 crore rupees.
21वीं सदी के विकसित भारत के निर्माण के दो प्रमुख स्तंभ हैं। पहला अपनी विरासत पर गर्व और दूसरा विकास के लिए हर संभव प्रयास। आज उत्तराखंड इन दोनों ही स्तंभों को मजबूत कर रहा है और मेरे लिए तो देश के 130 करोड़ की जनता वो भी परमात्मा का रूप है और इसलिए मैंने विकास कार्यों की भी समीक्षा की और आपके बीच आकर मुझे 2 रोपवे प्रोजेक्ट के शिलान्यास का सौभाग्य मिला है।
The Prime Minister said that the construction of ropeway projects Gauri Kund to Kedarnath and Govind Ghat to Hemkund Sahib are not just to provide connectivity, but they will also give a fillip to the economic development in the state.
ये रोपवे ने खंबे, तार, अंदर बैठने के लिए कार इतना मात्र नहीं है। ये रोपवे तेज गति से आपको बाबा के पास ले जाएगा इतना नहीं है। समय तो बचेगा, भक्ति में मन और ज्यादा लगेगा।
Mr. Modi said development initiatives at the places of spiritual importance are helping devotees and promoting tourism at these places. He said that the development of spiritual places will not only provide convenience to all devotees, but also attract the youth of this country. Mr. Modi said that he admired the people from hilly regions for their hard-working spirit and their zeal for life despite challenges. He said that this is why his government has resolved to give priority to development in these often underserved regions.
डबल इंजन की सरकार के प्रयासों से अब उत्तराखंड में विकास कार्यों में फिर तेजी आ रही है। जो लोग घर से पलायन करके चले गए थे अब अपने पुराने घरों में लौटने लगे हैं। होम स्टे, गेस्ट हाउस, ढाबों, छोटी छोटी दुकानों में अब रौनक बढ़ने लगी है। इन सुविधाओं से उत्तराखंड में पर्यटन का हो रहा है विस्तार यहां के विकास को भी गति देने वाला है। मुझे खुशी है कि डबल इंजन की सरकार यहां के युवाओं को होम स्टे की सुविधा बढ़ाने के लिए, युवाओं के स्किल डेवलपमेंट के लिए निरंतर आर्थिक मदद दे रही है। सीमावर्ती क्षेत्रों से युवाओं को एनसीसी से जोड़ने का अभियान भी यहां के युवाओं के उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए तैयार हो रहा है। पूरे देश में सीमावर्ती क्षेत्र में जो अच्छी स्कूल होगी अब एनसीसी हम वहां चलाएंगे।
Mr. Modi said that the Parvatmala scheme will be instrumental in providing connectivity through building of roads in difficult hilly areas.
अब पहाड़ी राज्यों की कनेक्टिविटी को और बेहतर बनाने के लिए हमने विशेष तौर पर जैसे सागरमाला है, वैसे भारतमाला है, वैसे अब पर्वतमाला का काम आगे बढ़ने वाला है। इसके तहत उत्तराखंड और हिमाचल में रोपवे का एक बहुत बड़ा नेटवर्क बनना शुरू हो चुका है। हमारे यहां जब हम बॉर्डर की बात सुनते हैं तो यही मन में आता है कि वहां सिर्फ फौजी साथी होंगे, बाकी सब वीरान होगा। लेकिन इस धारणा को भी हमें बदलना है और धरातल पे इसको हमें बदलते रहना है। हमारे बॉर्डर के गांवों में चहल पहल बढ़नी चाहिए, वहां विकास जीवन का उत्सव बनना चाहिए। ये हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और हम तो कहते हैं जो कभी गांव छोड़ करके गए हैं उनको अपने गांव वापस लौटने का मन कर जाए, ऐसा मुझे जिंदा गांव खड़े करने हैं।
The Prime Minister will launch Rozgar Mela, the recruitment drive for 10 lakh personnel tomorrow. This will be a significant step towards fulfilling the commitment of the Prime Minister to provide job opportunities for the youth and ensuring welfare of citizens. The drive will be launched through video conferencing. During the ceremony, appointment letters will be handed over to 75,000 newly inducted appointees in the first batch. The new recruits selected from across the country will join 38 ministries and departments of the central government.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually participate in Grih Pravesham of 4,51,000 beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin at Satna in Madhya Pradesh tomorrow. The Prime Minister will also address the gathering on the occasion. Around 29 lakh houses have been completed in Madhya Pradesh at a cost of more than 35,000 crore rupees under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has applauded the role and contribution of police forces on the Police Commemoration Day. In a tweet today, Mr. Modi said the fortitude of police forces and their monumental contribution in upholding law and order as well as helping people in challenging situations is commendable. The Prime Minister saluted those police personnel who were martyred in the line of duty.
Home Minister Amit Shah today paid tributes to the martyred soldiers on the occasion of Police Commemoration Day at the National Police Memorial in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, he said in the last few years, the country has witnessed a positive change in the internal security scenario. He said earlier incidents of violence were on the rise in the northeast, Jammu and Kashmir and left-wing extremism affected areas. Mr. Shah added that such incidents have come down drastically in the last 8 years.
आजादी के 75 साल के बाद हम आज संतोष से इतना कह सकते हैं कि हम हमारे गंतव्य स्थान पर निश्चित रूप से दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति के साथ और दृढ़ गति से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। मगर ये सारी उपलब्धियां जो देश प्राप्त कर रहा है उसकी नींव में हमारे जवानों की सर्वोच्च बलिदान है। देश भर के पुलिस फोर्स और सीएपीएफ के 35,000 से ज्यादा जवानों ने देश की आंतरिक सुरक्षा और देश की सीमाओं को रक्षा करने के लिए अपना सर्वोच्च बलिदान दिया है। मैं आज कृतज्ञ राष्ट्र की ओर से वो सभी जवानों को विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं।
The Home Minister said under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, several measures have been taken to strengthen the internal security of the country. The Police Commemoration Day is observed on the 21st of October every year to honor the loyalty and supreme sacrifice of police personnel for the nation. In the last 1 year, 264 police personnel were martyred and so far 36,059 brave police personnel have laid down their lives for the country. Home Minister Amit Shah has called for a cross-border cooperation to fight cross-border terrorism. Addressing the concluding session of the 98th Interpol General Assembly in New Delhi, Mr. Shah said, without cooperation, terrorism cannot be defeated. He said, towards this, the role of Interpol is very important. Mr. Shah said he strongly believes that terrorism is the biggest violators of human rights and it is a global challenge. He stressed on reaching consensus on the definition on terrorism and terrorist. If it is not done, then we cannot fight resolutely against terrorism. The Home Minister said the narrative of good terrorism, bad terrorism, small and big terrorism cannot go together and also called for a global consensus on the challenges of propagating ideology of cross-border terrorism through online radicalization. He stressed that we all should be committed to a continuous, comprehensive and effective fight against terrorism. The Home Minister recommended Interpol to set up a permanent real-time information exchange mechanism among the counter-terrorism agencies of all its member countries.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says pride in heritage and development are two pillars for Viksit Bharat, lays foundation stone of road and ropeway projects of more than 3,400 crore rupees in Uttarakhand. Prime Minister lauds the police forces and their contribution in upholding law and order. Home Minister Amit Shah calls for concerted efforts to fight terrorism globally. Enforcement Directorate carries out searches at 5 premises in Bangalore in connection with the Chinese loan app case. Pakistan Election Commission disqualifies former Prime Minister Imran Khan from holding public office for 5 years. In T20 World Cup, 2-time champions West Indies knocked out by Ireland, and in Denmark Open Badminton, Lakshya Sen to take on Kodai Naraoka of Japan in the men's singles quarterfinals at Odense. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
I am India. Look at me. Know my name.
We're one of the most mega diverse countries on this planet.
Our weddings, our fashion statements, they're all inspired by our silver screen heroes and heroines.
A 75 years young India. What we are really going to see India become is a powerhouse. India 2.0.
The Journey of India from 14th October every Friday at 7 p.m. in Hindi and 10 p.m. in English on DD National.
Welcome back to the evening news. Enforcement Directorate ED has carried out searches at 5 premises in Bangalore city in an ongoing investigation relating to the Chinese loan app case. ED said that the case is based on 18 FIRs registered by Cybercrime Police Station in Bangalore city against numerous entities and persons in connection with involvement in extortion and harassment of the public who had availed loans through the apps. ED highlighted that an amount of 78 crore rupees has been seized in merchant IDs and bank accounts of Chinese persons controlled entities. It added a total of 95 crore rupees were seized in the case so far. In Punjab, Amritsar Police and Anti-Gangster Task Force AGTF in a joint operation with the Delhi Police have arrested 3 operatives of a terrorist module and recovered arms and ammunition from their possession. Giving this information at Chandigarh today, Punjab Director General of Police, DGP, Gaurav Yadav said the module is being jointly handled by Canada-based terrorist Lakhbir Singh, alias Landa, and Pakistan-based terrorist Harvinder Singh Rinda. He said all the 3 accused persons were working as security guards at a tile factory in Gujarat.
The special court in Mumbai today rejected the bail application filed by former Maharashtra Minister Anil Deshmukh in an alleged corruption and misuse of official position case being probed by the CBI. Special CBI Court Judge S.H. Gwalani rejected his plea after hearing arguments from both the sides. Deshmukh had sought bail in the case as soon as the Bombay High Court granted him bail on October 4th in a money laundering case registered against him by the Enforcement Directorate ED. Enforcement Directorate has provisionally attached 7 immovable properties worth 1 crore 48 lakh rupees during the investigation against Mukhtar Ansari and his aides under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. The investigation was initiated by the ED on the basis of multiple FIRs lodged by the Uttar Pradesh Police. Enforcement Directorate has said 2 FIRs were lodged against Vikas Constructions by Uttar Pradesh Police for constructing godowns on the government or public land after encroaching it. The godowns were constructed in Mau and Ghazipur districts of Uttar Pradesh. The firm Vikas Construction was being run by wife of Mukhtar Ansari and her 2 brothers.
A special court in Mumbai today extended the judicial custody of Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Rawat till 2nd November in a money laundering case. During the plea, the Enforcement Directorate sought time to file a written submission. Special Judge M.G. Deshpande adjourned the matter till the 2nd of November. Pakistan's Election Commission ECP has disqualified former Prime Minister Imran Khan from holding public office for 5 years. The decision comes in the Tosha Khana case for hiding proceeds from the sale of gifts he received from foreign leaders. The four-member bench headed by the Chief Election Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja gave consensus ruling that Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI chairman Khan cannot become a member of parliament for 5 years. The bench also announced that action would be taken against him under the Corrupt Practices Laws. The decision comes days after Khan's party swept the crucial by-elections earlier this week. It won 6 out of 8 National Assembly seats and 2 out of 3 Provincial Assembly seats.
Former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and former Finance Minister Rishi Sunak were leading potential contenders to replace British Premier Liz Truss on Friday. Candidates are canvassing support to become Conservative Party leader in a fast-track contest. Truss resigned on Thursday after 6 weeks in power. Those who want to replace her must secure 100 votes from Conservative lawmakers by Monday to run in a contest which the party hopes will reset its ailing fortunes. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashwani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of India's achievements in sports from 1981 to 2013.
1982 was a very special year for sports in India when the country got to host the Asian Games again after 1951. The 9th season of the Asian Games was held from November 19 to December 4, in which 4,595 players from 33 countries participated. India did its best and finished 5th with a total of 57 medals, including 13 gold, 19 silver and 25 bronze. The day of 25th June 1983 became a memorable day of Indian cricket when India created history by winning the Cricket World Cup under the captaincy of Kapil Dev at the historic Lord's Ground.
And that's out. Yes, it's all over this time. Lost his nerve in the end, did Michael Holden. Tried to swing that straight ball with the legs. Another wicket for Amarnath. Now delighted he looks. 140 all out West Indies. And the margin of their victory is 43 runs. India right into the pavilion with the Prudential Cup players.
P.T. Usha, the Paoli Express and the Queen of Athletics, has been a role model and inspiration for young girls across the country who have dreamt of taking up a career in sports, especially the track and fields events. In the 1984 Olympics, she missed the winning India's first medal in track and field in a photo finish as she stood 4th in the women's 400-meter hurdles and lost the bronze medal by 1/100 seconds. She has won 4 Asian gold medals and 7 silver medals.
पीटी उषा तेजी के साथ में फिनिश लाइन की तरफ बढ़ते हुए और उन्होंने इस रेस को पूरा कर दिया है 52.16 सेकंड के साथ में और जीत लिया है इस प्रतियोगिता का स्वर्ण पदक.
In 1996, Leander Paes created history by winning a bronze medal in tennis at the Atlanta Olympics. Mahesh Bhupati became the first Indian tennis player to win a Grand Slam title in 1997. He won the French Open mixed doubles title with Japanese player Rika Hiraki. Vishwanathan Anand became the first Asian to win the World Chess Championships in 2000. He went on to lift the world title 4 more times. Karna Malleswari wrote yet another golden chapter in the Indian sports history by becoming the first Indian woman to win an Olympic medal. Malleswari bagged bronze in the 69 kg category of the weightlifting championship at Sydney Olympics in 2000. Anju Bobby George created history and became the first Indian medalist at the World Athletics Championships when she took the long jump of 6.7 meters bronze in Paris in 2003. Colonel Rajavardhan Singh Rathore won the country's first individual Olympic silver medal when he was placed second in the men's double trap shooting event at the Athens 2004 Olympic Games. 11th August 2008 is a red letter day in India's sporting history, the day when the Indian tricolour was raised and the national anthem was played at the Beijing Olympics when Abhinav Bindra had won us our first individual gold medal at the Olympics. India scripted history by winning over 100 medals at the 2010 Delhi Commonwealth Games, winning 101 medals and finishing second with 39 gold, 26 silver and 36 bronze medals. April 2nd, 2011 saw India lift the Cricket World Cup after 28 years when Mahendra Singh Dhoni's six sealed the match against Sri Lanka in the final at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The nation erupted in joy.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years. The parties start in the dressing room, and it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final.
The god of Indian cricket, Sachin Tendulkar, proved his amazing batting capabilities as he became the first batsman to make 100 international centuries in 2012. In the 2012 London Olympics, MC Mary Kom won a bronze medal in boxing, while in badminton, Saina Nehwal added another bronze for the country. With this, India got 2 women medalists for the first time in Olympic history. India won a total of 6 medals in the London Olympics. In tomorrow's issue, we'll talk about India's achievements in sports after 2014.
Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO will launch its first dedicated commercial satellite LVM-3 in the early hours of Sunday from Satish Dhawan Space Centre, Sriharikota. The launch of ISRO's heaviest launcher will be a historic milestone for its commercial arm, New Space India Limited. The organisation has signed 2 launch service contracts with UK's Network Access Association for launching OneWeb LEO broadband communication satellites on board LVM-3. OneWeb is a global communications network powered from space, enabling connectivity for governments, business and communities. It is implementing a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. As part of the contract, 36 satellites will be placed into orbit by LVM-3. Chief of the Army Staff General Manoj Pandey has said that indigenous weapon systems are the only way forward for the Indian Army in view of the global situation arising out of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Underscoring the significance of Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant India during an interaction with select journalists, the Army Chief said, the conflict has taught us to be more self-sufficient.
The Russia-Ukraine conflict, the ongoing conflict, so that has taught us many significant things and lessons, if you like, and one of the main things has been as to how you become more self-sufficient, how you become self-reliant, how you become less dependent on foreign supply chains in terms of not only your sustenance, that is ammunition, spares, etc., but also new procurement. So that has been our main focus and we are working towards it. So indigenization of ammunition, we are looking at alternate sources of spares. This is a good opportunity for even our industry to come up and become sources for our sustenance spares. So this is how we are looking at as to how we can take this forward.
General Pandey said that indigenization is an opportunity, not an impediment, adding to that to modernize, Indian Army needs to indigenize. The Army Chief said the contract signed with the indigenous defence industry have seen a threefold jump in the last 4 years.
On the occasion of Diwali, the last metro train service will be available at 10 p.m. on Monday from the terminal stations of all Delhi metro lines. The metro train services will run as usual for the rest of the day from routine commencement timings on all the lines. The Bihar Circle of India Post will distribute Chhat Puja materials among the devotees. This arrangement has been made at the all-important post offices located in different districts of the state. The Chief Postmaster General K.K. Sharma told AIR the Postal Department will distribute the puja material not only in Bihar but also across the country.
Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Narendra Singh Tomar has said that India is preparing to celebrate the International Year of Millets on a global scale. He said this while holding a meeting with International Affairs and Cooperation Minister of Botswana, Dr. Lemogang Kwapi, in New Delhi today. Dr. Lemogang Kwapi is on a visit to India. Both the ministers expressed satisfaction at the bilateral relations between the two countries. Mr. Tomar said overseas Indians are making a significant contribution to the economy of Botswana. He spoke about the possibility of further enhancing bilateral trade to increase the benefits of farmers and producers of both the countries. In cricket, two-time champions West Indies have been knocked out of the T20 World Cup after losing to Ireland in the final Group B clash of the tournament. Ireland defeated West Indies by 9 wickets in the game at Bellerive Oval in Hobart. Chasing 147 runs, Ireland reached home in 17.3 overs, riding on Paul Stirling's 66 not out and Lorcan Tucker's unbeaten 45. Earlier, Brandon King played an unbeaten knock of 62 runs as West Indies posted 146 for 5 in 20 overs. Windies keeper Nicholas Pooran had won the toss and opted to bat first. In another Group B clash, Zimbabwe defeated Scotland by 5 wickets and advanced to Super 12. Set to score 133 runs to win, Zimbabwe achieved the target in the 19th over. Earlier electing to bat first, Scotland scored 132 for 6 in the stipulated 40 overs. Qualifier matches of the tournament today concluded with 4 teams advancing to the Super 12 round. Final Super 12 teams in Group 1 are Australia, New Zealand, Afghanistan, England, Sri Lanka, Ireland, and in Group 2 are India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, South Africa, Netherlands, and Zimbabwe.
In badminton, India's Lakshya Sen will take on Japan's Kodai Naraoka in the men's singles quarter-final later tonight. In the men's doubles quarter-final match, pair of Chirag Shetty, Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy are up against Aaron Shia and Sho Wui-Yik of Malaysia. Former world number 1 Kidambi Shrikant knocked out in the round of 16 after losing 21-13, 21-15 to former world champion Loh Kin Yew of Singapore. Nigeria have booked its place in the semi-finals of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. They defeated USA 4-3 in penalty shootout in the first quarter-finals at D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai today. The two teams were 1-1 after full time of play. USA topped Group A by beating India and Morocco. On the other hand, Nigeria came from Group B after defeating New Zealand and Chile. The second quarter-final between Group B topper Germany and Group A runner-up Brazil is slated to begin shortly.
The Sensex and the Nifty today witnessed marginal gains. Both indices added even as the cues from global share markets were negative. More in this report from the business desk.
Sensex rose by 104 points or 0.18% to finish at 59,307. Nifty also added 12 points or 0.07% to end at 17,576. In the foreign exchange market, the rupee strengthened by 7 paise against the US dollar. The domestic currency closed at 82 rupees and 69 paise against the American unit. At the multi-commodity exchange, gold futures for December was trading at 49,995 rupees per 10 grams. Silver futures for December was trading at 55,705 rupees per kilogram when reports last came in. Arjun Chaudhary for AIR News.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. National capital Delhi is expected to have mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature will be 17 degrees Celsius while the maximum will be around 32 degrees. Mumbai is likely to experience mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature will be 25 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 33 degrees. Kolkata is expected to have mainly clear sky. Chennai is expected to have thunderstorm with rain. The minimum temperature will be 25 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 32 degrees. In the south, Hyderabad will have partly cloudy sky with haze. Bangalore will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Thiruvananthapuram will have generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers. In the northeast, Guwahati will have partly cloudy sky with haze. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says pride in heritage and development are the two pillars for Viksit Bharat, lays foundation stone of road and ropeway projects of more than 3,400 crore rupees in Uttarakhand. Prime Minister lauds the police forces and their contribution in upholding law and order. Home Minister Amit Shah calls for concerted efforts to fight terrorism globally. Enforcement Directorate carries out searches at 5 premises in Bangalore in connection with the Chinese loan app case. Pakistan Election Commission disqualifies former Prime Minister Imran Khan from holding public office for 5 years. In T20 World Cup, two-time champions West Indies knocked out by Ireland. And in Denmark Open Badminton, Lakshya Sen to take on Kodai Naraoka of Japan in the men's singles quarterfinals at Odense. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.